And family, how's everyone doing? Oh man, big changes underway. Big changes ahead, big changes afoot. Um, and so we're gonna keep this just short, sweet, and simple today. Yeah, general message for the collective. I want to just take a moment to say, shout out to all of you. Want to let you know how important you are. You know, as we're going through the shifts that we're going through, and we're really creating that momentum forward in traversing our universal expression, what it means to be one with Gaia, what it means to be one with ourself, our soul essence, and who we are as a multidimensional being in a body, or to even unify it and to say who we are as the universe from within. To recognize that, you know, as we're moving through these kinds of passageways and shifts, even myself, I recognize where there's still, you know, discord within my own life and within my own ranges and within the collective. And it's really important for us to just take a moment to let you know how important you are, not only in my journey, how important you are to the world, to the universe, and just to let you be in your individuality, or to be in your individuation. And even that word, I have a difficult time with because it propagates in divide, right? So it's who you are as the soul essence, as the creator, the unified self in your expression. I just wanted to let you know you're important and that I love and that I care about you, okay? So big changes afoot, big things happening, really big shifts. And the importance of gratitude and honoring of what we're going through, as especially as we're increasing our light quotient, we're increasing our self-worth and our self-value. Very much so important right now to be grateful for all the things occurring, at least in my own life. Um, I understand that at some level, it might be difficult to show gratitude for certain things that are going on. But it's the simplest little things that open us up to ease, grace, and flow and allow us to be grateful for experience, right? And it's very easy for some of us to be grateful for certain parts of experience and to not love certain other parts of experience. But a part of this, you know, this multidimensional reality, a part of this universe is, for myself, has been to find gratitude within all expressions, within all spaces, places, and times, and with everything occurring. So we've got big shifts going on. We've got a lot of happiness as a result. It's a bright, sunny, shiny day here in Arizona, and we're enjoying it with the trees, and really taking a moment to just enjoy. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, and your subscribes. And let's get to it. Let's see what messages want to come forward for us through these monumental shifts. You know, there was a great oh, hi, birds. All the birds came around and we got the wind here. It's like you guys know. Hi. That's awesome. Hello. So, anyways, really beautiful that the birds just all showed up at once and they're all chirping right now. It's so cool. So cool. There was a really big unification that happened this morning in my own life, and I could feel this, like, this completion coming in, feel this settling in, and a lot of reverberating that tone through the atmosphere is to know within that there is these, like, completions are wrapping up. There's still threads that are untangling. There's still things going on. There's still big monumental shifts occurring. But also, though, too, we are in a space right now of really unifying, and it really is exciting. It is exciting. So I want to welcome you guys in to the reading. Welcome. All right, let's see. General message today for our collective. What's going on? Oh, buddies. I hear you chirping up there. Hello. They're all talking right now. They're saying, sing. You're singing today. The animals have been getting really loud. I don't know if anyone else has been hearing the animals more. The dogs. Something's going on with the dogs. So the dogs are normally for me cue in Canis Major and Sirius. Syrian energy. The Syrian energy has been very much so around, but yeah, animals, they're talking. So there is some animal collective shift. All right, what messages want to come forward for us as a collective group? Oh, timelines. Timelines. So we're seeing timeline. Okay. All right. So, clouding the reading, we have two of wands. We have the devil, two of swords, king of swords, and nine of swords. So right now, it is the decision for us to break free. There right now, when it comes to the timelines and the choice point that's operating right now with the jump that's occurring, it's, are we going to break free from that which no longer serves us, to empower ourselves to face what we need to face in order to make this shift and to make this jump. Okay, so very much so, it really is about another level of a deep dive of going within to really look at from a very vulnerable space within ourselves that it's time. It's time. We are up for a jump. And I've been feeling this with these big changes ahead, right? So a lot of this is freeing ourselves. This is untangling the shackles, knowing that there's enough slack for us to just remove the chain, to make the decision, and to be very clear, very, very clear moving forward, that which we need to process and let go of so we can actually make this timeline shift, right? So we're here at a point. Which direction are we going to go? And it is for ourselves, you know, for myself at least, it's keeping the evolutionary standpoint here. So it's very much so releasing the shackles of the old, releasing the condemning of self, the condemning of others, releasing the judgment, releasing the fear, releasing the persecution, whatever it might be for you, okay? Because there are so many layers and threads to this energy that is coming up. But either way, we're looking at the release of stuck energy. Two of Swords is always speaking of that indecision, the things we don't want to see. This is very much so the time for us to be very clear in our own lives, moving forward, looking straight ahead into the eyes of honor and integrity of self, of that which we need to let go of and that which we need to face within ourselves. Because we are here, we're ready to jump. So we are seeing that jump off point. We're seeing the timelines here. So with the timeline card coming, we know that there's a shift that's about to occur. But for ourselves, we need to be very, very clear. There are things we don't want to see. There's cross purposes. This is also speaking of the bifurcation. Within the realms of unification, we really need to be clear about our own stuff. Our own stuff. So this card itself represents so many different energies that we could be facing. And this is why, to give us a kind of a broad general perspective, to initiate the empowerment, right, which is very much so that King of Swords energy, the empowerment for you to be able to go in and to process that which you need to let go of, that which no longer serves, that's which it is almost like stopping the jump, right? So we want to initiate that this jump is going to occur for us. We are going to make this timeline shift, but we have to empower ourselves with the clarity and the direction moving forward. There's been a lot coming up for us in regards to the powers that were and shifting out those trajectories. Now, to get all of us, right, as a collective group, to be able to make this jump, it's up to us to be able to find the clarity of our knowing and to use our tool of discernment, especially with the King of Swords. We're looking at the sword of truth. We're looking at holding that sword of clarity. So it really is recognizing that there's something within ourselves, there's something within this jump and this leap that's having us choose a sword, right? It's basically we're catching the catch-22s of our lives, the cross purposes, the divide. Very much so making a choice on what our truth is and settling into being able to process that for ourselves. So there is a jump that's about to occur, right? And there's a lot of light with this, but there is a recognition of unconsciousness and unconscious patterning or programming within our own reality that's very important for us to be able to begin shifting out. So what we are seeing is just another level of clearing, a deeper level within ourselves of being able to shift out and to be able to honor this shift that's occurring, right? So this is the standpoint of our self-worth and self-value, holding the world in our hands, recognizing that, you know, new earth, the new Gaia, these new pathways that we hold, the ability to make this jump and shift. But the thing is there's some stuff we have to let go of, especially some really old control paradigm stuff. The powers that were, right? The powers that were. A lot of this is, it's really time for us to see clearly. To really see clearly that which we are still holding on to and ready to let go of as a collective, and to remember that it's time for us to empower ourselves and to begin processing these things for ourselves, right? So we can make this shift and we can make this jump. So very simply put, it's just a deeper level of clearing, a deeper level of clearing. But this has very much so been up, right? It's been up, it's been that review, it's been that choice point, it's been that recognition that, guys, we can go into a deeper level, right? Because this is the ignition point of freedom and the ignition point of empowerment for ourselves, but also really empowering ourselves to be a conscious creator, right? To really step into being a conscious observer, conscious witness of our own lives. But it's also it really is about coming into that space of empowerment, So the choice is ours, right? The freedom codes are here. We've been unlocking at greater levels. I've been seeing that we are very much so unifying on multiple realms of consciousness in multiple threads. And that's why this processing is occurring, right? Up at night, processing all these different multi-dimensional threads, every sword recognizing that this is a level of consciousness or a multi-dimensional thread, right? If we see this as a floor, we're processing multiple floors to be able to free ourselves and to empower ourselves to make the decision on where we're going within this shift. And so it's really knowing that right now, we're about to make a jump, guys. We're about to make a leap, but we still have some things that we need to process and let go of to be able to fully make that leap and to crystallize into what this new paradigm is for ourselves, right? But I want to remind you something. So while we are collectively making this movement, it also is up to you to find what your individuation of your paradigm is, right? So it's recognizing that the constructs we built that no longer serve are the ones that are dissolving within humanity, and we are activating what our blueprints are for this movement moving forward and what we are constructing in our realities, right? So this is one of those where we're being gifted an opportunity to really see clearly, to really find what our sort of truth is, what our clarity is in recognizing who we are as creators and what we are ready to let go of. And this revelation is bringing us the opportunity for greater clarity, greater movement, greater levels of empowerment, but also recognizing what and who we are in these choice points. So yeah, it looks like right now it's just a quantum jump. And this isn't just a quantum jump. I've even been feeling it in my own life, how important this one is, right? And you don't have to fear knowing who you are and what you've been through. There is still a lot of toxic energies at play. There's still a lot of toxicity that's been moving through, including in my own life. And the more that we observe, the more we neutralize, the more we come into the heart, the more that we forgive ourselves and forgive others, work with that Ho'oponopono work, and then begin to restructure our lives in a way that is built on the integrity, built on our intuition, built on bettering ourselves, and for some, bettering humanity, which is, really much so what we want to propagate. I want to let you know that all of this comes down to you and your belief systems. And so to really simply put this, it is about your thoughts, it's about your feelings, it's about your beliefs, and how you are honoring who you are today and being able to shift these things out. So fear not, loved ones, fear not. This is going to be an easy transition for us. We just have some stuff to process. And so, even in my own life, there's been really, really sitting down and getting a lot more clarity on who I am, on what I've been propagating, and witnessing a lot the old paradigms, the old beliefs from within. And as a result, some of these things don't feel nice. Some of them feel yucky, but the freedom to feel is really important. The freedom to feel, the freedom to know who you are, the freedom to know who you are within your internal workings, and then as a result, being able to empower yourself to stand as a sovereign creator, which is to be that, immovable object, the one that won't get lured in, the one that doesn't play by those old themes and those old belief systems, and is really rewriting their story for them. it's been really important. It's been really important. So guys, I honor you. I gift you the opportunity to feel and to also know that it's okay to care about what you are feeling and what you are going through, right? Because everyone experiences this at different levels. For some people, this integrity, it might be easy. For some people, it might hurt. But either way, your clarity, your truth is what matters. And to empower yourself moving forward to know that I am a sovereign creator. We are sovereign creators, that we are unifying, that we are light, that we are here, and that we are going to get this shift done is really important. You know, we are here to bring balance, guys, to a lot of different things in the universe, and especially here on planet Earth. And I recognize that to bring these things into balance sometimes, it doesn't feel good. But we always have to go within and go, is this the right thing for me to do? Right? Is this what I really, really, really need to do for myself to shift these things out? And then also to know when to empower yourself to say, hey, it's safe to have this belief system. It's safe to feel this way. It's safe to be who I am, right? And that's been that delicate balance is, do I shift and do I change, or do I allow myself to be who I am in my authentic expression? This is where your truth and your clarity matters. Because this is a space of indecision that I've seen others run into too. Wait a minute, do I keep changing my belief system, or do I allow myself to have this belief system, right? Because if I'm going to be honored as I am by the integrity of my soul and by the integrity of who I am, do I really need to change this? Or do I need to stop letting myself be a martyr and not be judged, shamed, blamed, guilted for who I am, right? So it really is up to us. It's up to us right now. It's up to us to make this shift either way. We're at that standpoint. We're at that choice point. We're about to jump. We're about to leap. And this is exciting because that means that newness is unraveling for us. We just got some processing to do. But I really want you, you know, as the reader of this reading, right, and you guys have your free will choice here, is to find what your clarity is, what your truth is, and to make the choice. Because the days of fear are no longer. This is all coming to a close. It's all coming to a close. It's all coming to a close. And yesterday it was said to me over the airwaves, angels don't need to struggle anymore. Angels don't need to struggle anymore. And that was really important to hear, which meant that that time is coming to an end. That epoch is closing, and we're opening up to a whole new epoch now. And that's a really big jump, right? Is that the survival mode, that survival mode level of awakening. It doesn't need to be here anymore. We really can step into thriving. We can step into that space of honoring. We can step into that space of integrity, but we've got to go within and do the work, right? And recognize and empower ourselves to know that it really is up to your truth. It's up to your clarity, and trusting. Biggest thing too, the key here is trusting who you are, trusting your truth and trusting your clarity moving forward, and no longer worrying about the powers that were, and knowing that you made the jump, you made it here, the light has won, you're okay. We just have some density to move through. We have some stuff to transfigure, to transmute out of our lives, and some clarity that we need. But we are breaking through. We're breaking these chains. We are freeing ourselves here and now. But we have to begin propagating, and once again, I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, we have to propagate action, belief, thought based upon those levels of freedom and those levels of clarity and those levels of trust within us. So if you, as this really beautiful creator, this beautiful universal expression of you, are in your highest truth, your highest honor, your highest integrity, what decisions are you going to make? What are you going to shift out? And so if we go in to our own knowing from a space of trust, honoring, integrity, love, and clarity, what decisions would you make? When you are propagating this level of the free and sovereign self from within you, what decisions do you make? Okay? So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. And subscribes. And subscribes. I appreciate you all. We'll check the chat really quick. Hi. Hello, Creatrix. Hello, G. Genevieve. Genevieve! Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Denise. Hi. Hi. Is that Harushia? Hello. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to close this one out It's a beautiful day. We've got the sun soaking here in Arizona. It's really beautiful weather. We can feel the crispness and the joy in the atmosphere. I can feel the shifts. I'm getting the clarity, and I'm also, getting a lot of clarity on who I am and what it is that I want. And I invite you to do the same, right? Because we as a collective are doing this. We as a group, we as the loving ones are getting this done. And I really appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you guys all taking a moment to really stay in your integrity, to be within your realms of honor, and to really look forward to what is to come and recognizing that it exists here, right? Sometimes there's that grass is always greener on the other side approach to life, which is that Four of Cups energy. But I want to let you know that the grass is green right where you're at. And the more that we ignite that within the heart, that we are within the realms of paradise from within, and we expand that through the field, and then we create that here and co-create and play with that here, the better off we're going to be. There is no end thing that creates the shift. The shift belongs to us here and now from within, and we're the ones that are making the shift by creating the opportunity to go within and to be very clear with our direction moving forward, and knowing that the shift is going to happen and we're all getting it done, right? We're all getting it done, and we're doing it in our own unique way with our own unique expression based upon our pathways, based upon our blueprints, based upon our soul's expression. And that's what's beautiful, is that we are doing this collectively, unified, but all of us are essential in the movement moving forward, how we are creating the shifts, and by going deeper within. So we're no longer doing this alone. We're no longer conquering and dividing. We are unifying, but we're also taking place to recognize that us, within our individuality, within our source expression, with our unique capabilities, are beautiful and perfect just as we are, right? And so as these things close out, right? Gratitude, honor, soul's integrity. Take a moment to listen, process, and know that we're going to get through this, getting through this shift together. And we've already made it. We've already made it. We just have some things to let go. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you again. We're going to close out this reading with the highest form of honor, the highest form of truth, and the highest form of respect for ourselves and respect for all. Right? Love you guys, and I will see you soon.